読み込み長いな、これ。
From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. This evening, we've got a matchup from the AL Central Division between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. The Twins enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next, Michael Kopech will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
オールスタープラスか。
Now here's the first offering. Start of a 4-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
2-1 now to the Twins' leadoff man.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
79やっ
You know,
てた
D-Bro,
よ。
I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire.
79
Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Popped him up. Lucroy has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm definitely interested in seeing Luis Ariz today. He's got a nice 14-game hit streak going. That's 2 weeks every night of coming to the ballpark and getting a base hit in the game. He's got to be feeling really good about himself right now. He's building on that confidence, no doubt.
Nelson Cruz is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Grounded back up the middle.
よいしょ。
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. It's the Twins nothing. White Sox coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Michael Pineda gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider. He gets out number one. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's just 1 for 6. And this is taken outside for ball one. And he misses low with it, 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
You take a look at this lineup, Matty, one thing stands out, and the fact that they're at the bottom third in on-base percentage. They don't put enough pressure on the defense to be successful. Sit back, waiting on too many guys to move the ball over the fence. And sometimes that puts too much pressure on one of your boys to have to be the hero.
Leury Garcia is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
チェンジスライダー。
Is a fastball whiffed on for a strike.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Still no score. Striding in is Josh Donaldson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now the pitch.
際どいな。
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. Now Donaldson with that's well hit to deep left field. Left fielder looking up. Gone to lead off the inning.
思いっきり打たれとるやん。
It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh
反響してるやん。
26 for him on the season as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Hmm. いきなり打たれるか。
Here's Miguel Sano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 17 home runs and 30 RBIs. Drives it out to deep right center field. Eaton is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Max Kepler, the next to grab a bat. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
And he'll get back in safely. At the plate now, Jorge Polanco, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Fouled away. Kepler, base runner at first with one out. Base hit into the left center field gap. Kepler isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he saves. They extend their lead to 2.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
いやー、手の方が早いか。うお。
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And that yank just fouled. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the
No shot.
to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Byron Buxton is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. At the plate, Ryan Jeffers. Now this is driven out to the right center. This could be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Line drive to left.
これまた打たれる
That's
か。
in there. Base hit.
しかも
Jeffers
ちゃっかり
rounds
ホ
the
ーム行
corner
く。
and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead
う
now
わ
by
ー
4.
You love the aggressive base running right there. It's not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag down.
No, very aggressive.
あ
set
の
right there.
足
You
で
take
行
a
く
chance. You
か。
hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
全然間に合ってるな。これはやばいな。
Stepping Stepping in now, Luis Arias, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled off. 4 runs here in this half inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Madrigal calls for it, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of the second. Twins lead it 4-0. In now is Adam Eaton. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
The batter will be Nick Madrigal, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Madrigal takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leap with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff. You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
So here's Jose Abreu, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's got 2 hits in 19 tries. He also has 1 home run. The 1-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0 on the way. Here's a ball swung and lofted in the air out toward right center. Under it is Cruz now for out number 2. Andrew Vaughn the next to bat, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Up top, it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a good at bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. The next batter will be Luis Robert. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox
急
left
にス
fielder.
トライク入ってない
Hey,
な。
time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Had him looking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This one
Oh,
is
shot.
launched. Look
Oh.
at this. Gone.
Oh,
And that
you-
one had some extra distance. A three-run shot down the line in left. Number 13 for him on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
一気に3点か。
Yeah, he was on autopilot there for a while. Up
Not
front,
sure.
everything going his way. Then a couple of runners get on board, and all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a ball game. We'll see if he can rebound now.
さあ、ピッチャーは準備 OK。
So here's Yoan Moncada.
おっと、これまたもしや。伸びがないか。なんか入りそうやったけど。
As the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We've played 2. It's the Twins 4 and the White Sox 3. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you
あ
take
とはこのピッチャーがどこまで持ち直すかやな。
Josh Donaldson digging
なるべく長
and
く。
it's fouled away.
3点取ったからマシやろうけど。
Just like he did back in the second. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Softly hit here to the left
ああ、
side.
落ちた。
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
うん、
He's making it
足
nearly
は遅い
impossible for
か。
a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy
ああ、
seems
も
to
う黄
somehow
色
be
く
able
な
to
ってる
find a。hole.
Now a swinging bunt. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
And now a
Oh,
slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're gonna have a
96
lot
マ
of
イルでも
strikeouts and soft contact.
154出てるってこと。そんな出てたんや。結構速いな。
To the plate now, Max Kepler, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. And he fouls this
こ
one
れ
off.
で98やろ。98ってことは157キロ。そんな速いんか。
This guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
今ので87、140
Donaldson leads
か。
off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pitch popped up. And
Oh.
he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. So here is Matt Reynolds.
ああ、えらい速い球投げてるな。
First pitch of the AB on its way as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not
80
there. It's strike
これ
1.
は相当遅いな。
Tried to crush that ball, and now
今ので
perhaps has to shorten
140
up
か。
with 2 strikes. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little chopper
Ah.
to the mound. And that's out number 1.
今ので148か。
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in next, Jonathan Lucroy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped him up. Simmons moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now to bat, Leury Garcia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3
どっち取るねみたいな。
a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs.
迷ってる部分
Now
を
we
育
see
てる。
traffic at first.
Adam Eaton digging in next, and he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Buxton gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. White Sox leave 1, still down a run. It's 4-3. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First pitch on the way, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1. Byron Buxton will be next. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing.
今ので150
down
な
to 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing
あ
and
あ、取れた。
that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. You can relate, Dan, so what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long.
変え
It
時
seems
か。
like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Polanco on at first, nobody out. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. Working for the punch out and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
ああ、1点入ったな、これ。
Polanco rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores.
いや
And
ー、
it's
変えな
now
かった。
5-3. Well, that didn't take long to get a run on the board this inning.
Yeah, they made it look easy, didn't they? Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then wham, the triple chases him home.
Aaron Bummer answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
やっぱり打たれたな。次もやっとくか。
Standing in now, Ryan Jeffers, as he looks at a
ああ、
fastball
ノ
that misses
ーアウ
off
ト
the
三
plate
塁
for
やも
ball
んな。
1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with
こ
a
れ
double
は
his
しん
first
どい
time
な。
up. That's inside. 2-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons, and he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Next to hit is Andrelton Simmons. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. No balls and 1 strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
あっと、
There's one.
これはしゃあない。
And it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
なんとか2アウト。
So now here is Luis Arias. He
危
comes in
な
0 for 2
ランナーおらん
thus
くてよかったな。
far. Now a fastball
お
on
っ
the
たら
inside
ボーク
corner,
や
and
っ
he
たな。
takes a look at strike 1. Lifted down the line and left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Twins are out in front, 6-3. So now to the plate, Nick Madrigal. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Got him fishing that time, 0-1.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand.
ああ、
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And now a pitch on the way. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Looped out
い
to
やー、これわかん
throw on to first in time, 1 away. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Jose Abreu will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
ああ、正面
Liner,
だ。
but picked up on a hop. And there's out number 2. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and up to the plate next is Andrew Vaughn. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a check
Whoa.
swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
And he
おっ
connects with
と
it. This one's hit deep out to left center field.
ああ、惜しい。
And that is off the wall.
ちょい
And
足ら
he
ん
is
か。
in the second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him.
ああ、正
And
面。
nothing will come of a 2-out
もう
double
ちょい
as the
高
inning
さ
is
がありや
over.
な。
2-out double left stranded. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Stepping in once again is Nelson Cruz.
さあ、と
His
りあえ
prior
ず準
history
備し
versus
とい
this
て。
arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
ブーマーっていうか。アーロン・ブーマー。
Here's the 0-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing
い
and a
やー、誰もらん。
and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for
完全に
3
逆
game
つか
so
れと
far.
るな。
And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6
この
games.
ピッチャーもなんかよう打たれる
Six days in
な。
a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Josh Donaldson
変え
is
な
at
あ
the
かん
plate as he
か。
looks at ball one.
4
He's
番
got
かま
hits in
た。
both of his at-bats so far in this one.
よ
In
ー
the
こ。
air down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. Crush that ball. Just needs to stay back a little longer.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good time now to check out the White Sox Road to the Show report as you see a pair of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves as of late. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
So it was a strikeout swinging. Miguel Sano becomes the second out here in inning number 5. In now, Max Kepler. Fouled off.
ケプラーさんか。
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. 1-1 for his career in this matchup. He's gone 2 for 5. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 1-2.
ああ、フランか。
What pitch recognition
あれを
right
我
there.
慢できるのはすごい
90% of
な。
the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Oh,
And
shit.
called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1 as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
ああ、またええとこ守ってるな。左中間行くやつやけど、完全にシフトやな。
So next to hit is Matt Reynolds. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet, 6 inches.
ツーシーム遅い。
Here comes the 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So 2 out, nobody on.
氷が
And
溶
that
け
brings
て
in
きたな。
Jonathan Lucroy. Here's the first pitch to him. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go. The White Sox can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch on the way.
Nope. Ball one. Counts 1-0.
Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count.
このピッチャーも疲れてきてるな。
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
So he sets him down swinging. Jorge Polanco goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Byron Buxton is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
釣り玉か。
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1 and 2.
よっしゃ。
Ball popped up. Playable, however, for Lucroy behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. And now in the box, Ryan Jeffers. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 out, nobody on. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still lead it 6-3. Leading off the inning, it'll be Leury Garcia. They could
ピ
use
ッ
a
チャ
spark
ーは
from him
大
here.
丈夫やな。さすがにまだまだ投げよる
First pitch of the AB on its way. Swing and a
な。い
miss
や
out
ー、チェ
in
ン
front
ジ
of a
か。
changeup. Swing and a
これ
miss,
が
and
意
he's in
外と
control. 0-2.
タイミング
Pitcher's
が合わ
got
んな。
options here. He looked a little bit out front.
ス
Might be
ッ
able
と
to
落
rush
ち
the
るか
fastball by him.
And a changeup
な。あー、
swung
連
on
続
and
チェン
missed
ジ
for the
か。
first out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring it right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so
タイミングは合ってるっぽいけどな。
Adam Eaton comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
なあ、でも低めによう投げよるな。これも低めやもんな。ボールか。いや、入ってるか。
And there's ball 2 now. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Nick Madrigal is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4.
よっしゃ。
the hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
ああ、止まらん。
Stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Pulled Pulled high in the
い
air
や
out
ー
to
決ま
left
ってる
field.
な。
Kepler's there for it. 2 down. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field.
ああ、取り寄った。
Makes the running play, and that ends the inning.
いや
A
ー、
man
足り
left
は
for
い
the
いんや
White
けどな。
Sox. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
さすがに帰るか。
Foster will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
抑えも何回かやってんねんな。
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
The 0-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. A pause and the 0-2.
Ball up there.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Heading out towards shallow right. Eaton is under it. 1 out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Luis Arias.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Luis Arias comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count is 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting,
Digging in next, Nelson Cruz. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
いやー、また誰もな
Line
んと。
drive, fair ball down the line.
完全に逆
And
疲
this
れ
will
とるな。
find the wall deep in the corner. And now to get into scoring position with 2 away.
う
Just
ん
goes。to show if you're going to throw that
まあ
2-seam
でも4
fastball
な。
away, which I don't think is the
4
best
番
pitch
か。
anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Josh Donaldson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball 2-1. Cruz stands at second with 2 gone. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Next up, Miguel Sano. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set and the pitch. And it's fouled away.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written the
Choshi
play
warui
next to
na,
his
kono.
name in this one. Twin strand
Sano
pair
san wa.
as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
first baseman, Andrew.
ちょうど50分か。50分で7回。
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Center fielder coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So the next to bat will be Luis Robert. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. On its way is pitch number 75. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
言えん球やなあれ。
Fooled him just enough with that
ボー
pitch
ル
to
か
get
な。
him to go around according to
い
the
や
umpire.
ー、際どいな。
Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's
おっしゃ。
Swung on and hit deep
これ
to
は
left
抜ける
center.
やろ。
This one has a
あの、
chance.
これ抜けるどこか入ってもう
And
た
it's
わ。
gone.
ランナーおらんけど、
Solo
まあ
home
ま
run
あ
for
まあ。
Yoan Moncada, number 11 for him on the season, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Dan, you see the guy out on the mound. He's pitching with bad
Two
body
seam.
language right there. There's blood in the water for a lot of these hitters.
You know, D-Row, you have to make up your mind when you run out there. You're going to do one of two things. You're going to be the hunter or the huntee. And right now, they're hunting this guy.
意外と伸びたな。打ってないな、今日。アンダーソンでいこう。かな。
Tim Anderson will come on now as the pinch hitter.
ホームランだな。2割4分5厘。
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
ああ、でもまだ
Comes
買え
up
へん
with
ね
that
んな。
average down in the 240s. 7
77
homers and
球。
30 RBIs. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. Strike one. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. Swinging a ball
あ
hit on the
あ、これは
ground.
窮屈やな。
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball.
あのスライダーが捉えにくいな。
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
おお、
What
際
we're
ど
seeing here is a really smart
誘
bat.
ってきよる
You
わ
gotta be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
The next 3-2. Lifted
Yeah,
out towards straightaway
smart.
center field. Buxton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
モン
But for
カ
the
ダさ
Sox, a run here in the inning on the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Tim Anderson is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter.
Leading off
Wheels and deals. Here's the
Ah,
first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour.
いきなり出るのが嫌や
Hear
な。
as they go by. At
7
the
番
plate now
か。
for him.
あ
A
あ、持っ
swing
てかれ
and the
た。
drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is equal.
ああ、
And goodbye. This one ain't
グ
coming
ッ
back.
バイ言われてる。ポランコ。
So
い
it's
や
a
ー、せっ
two-run
かく1
shot to
点取ったり、
right
また
center.
2点入っ
Fourth
た
home
か。
run for him on the season, and they double him up. It's
変えなあ
8-4.
かんな。
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might have the rest their closer the rest of the game. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Jimmy Cordero is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
垂れるね。
Here's Here's Byron Buxton
4
now.
点差
As he'll
か。
go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some
Oh,
big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point. And what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. His career numbers against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 1 and 2 to the Twins catcher. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in will be Andrelton Simmons. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. 8 runs on 12 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
The count now at 2 and 2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3 and 2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
The payoff pitch one more time.
よっしゃ。
Swung on and missed, strike 3. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Twins 8 and the White Sox 4. Cody Stacia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
2.10 なかなかええピッチャーやな。
Bottom of
Yeah,
number
kinda.
8 set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Yasmani Grandal will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the
slider
top of the
change.
8th. Here's the first pitch to him. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
146か。
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
there.
boy,
No
yeah.
balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1 and 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Yasmani Grandal
早い
to
か。
begin the bottom of the inning. First delivery to him. Leury Garcia is
いや、
after
今のは入ってた
ball
な。
1.
なんでかボールやけど。
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Ball taken there, 2 and 1 now. Just
Yeah.
got a piece of that one, perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. And a changeup here that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Adam Eaton is on deck. He'll hit next.
いや
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a
今
little
のは
foul.
甘いな。
And he looks at one
Yeah,
that
shot.
misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man
Sa,
throw a
yung
lot of pitches
bangka.
as he toughs out a walk. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Eaton. It was a walk in his last trip. And now the first pitch.
おーっと、
And
や
this
らか
one's
しちゃ
in
っ
the
た。
dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-0.
あー、打ち上げた。甘いんやけどな。
Under it now is Simmons to take it in for out number 2.
ちょうど1時間か。
Up next,
1時間で8回の
runner
裏
in。scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming, here it is.
いやー、あれはボ
Tough
ー
to
ル
do
やな。
much with that one.
ほんまにボールやな。
Hit down the first base line.
あー、取りやった。
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. White Sox leave one. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Yasmani Grandal will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
なあ、とにかく抑えんと。
All set to start the ninth in this one, and next to hit will be Luis Ariz.
このままゼロでいって最終回か。
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready with the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the
なの
ninth.
で
Well, I'm
157。
glad
め
we
っ
get another
ちゃ
look
速い
at
な。
that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Nelson Cruz stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Eaton is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. The next twin up, Josh Donaldson. In his career versus this pitcher, he's a .333 hitter. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
よいしょ。
Moncada has it. Throw to first beats him easily. And inside is
さあ、
retired.
最後か。
Down go the Twins in order. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Hansel Robles, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
1.20。まあ4点差とはいえ帰ってきよったな。ああ、DH か。チェンジスライダーツーシーム。
Now the first pitch. Too high, 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
歩かしてくれるか真ん中来るか。
Well, ball 3 here. Hey, and the White Sox would love to start an inning to get that leadoff guy on. They'd love to get a leadoff walk. Right
ああ、結局入らん。
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. Up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn flew out last time up. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the lead. Fouled
Yeah.
away. Two and one the count to the White Sox first baseman.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
ああ、
Grounded to third. This could be 2 to second for
最
1.
悪の
On
ダ
to
ブル
first,
プレ
and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game as they
Yeah.
are quickly 2 away now. Ready now for the White Sox. Luis Robert.
かといって見逃しても無理だし。
Chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. A fastball here too low. It's 2 out, nobody on. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And this ball's in the air to left
結
field,
局終
and
わっ
this
て
should
も
do
う
it.
た。
He's got it, and the Twins will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
8-4 tonight. The Minnesota Twins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Michael Pineda earns his 8th victory of the season. Michael Kopech permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
出だしに4点は痛いな、やっぱ。これでまた連敗か。貯金はあるとはいえ、なかなか上がらんな。4ゲーム差か。あ、ツインズ1位やったんか。そういうことか。ヤンキー、アストロ。なるほど。7か。さあ、では。